Thank you, Madam Chair. Thanks for talking to us today. I remain very, very concerned about this whole process. I'm glad that we're going through an adjudication process, and I know that we have kept, as good stewards of the taxpayers' money, we've kept controls in place in El Paso County, the 5.5% rule, and then TABOR. But a lot of the other taxing jurisdictions, and in particular school boards, which usually have the highest percentage of taxes, property taxes, many of them have not. But here's my question for you is, I don't have a really good read on, because some of the schools and the school boards, they had already previously implemented other controls where they have some limits, but I don't know which ones have, which ones haven't, and where we're going to all end up. You know, being able to talk to a taxpayer, you know, the county will be good stewards and will return money, but your school district isn't, or this district isn't, or that fire district isn't. How do we get a handle on all of that? Because it's a mishmash of everything.
Right, and school financing is much more complicated than the other types of districts. Motivating them to lower their mill levy may be difficult. I do understand that they should be backfilled by the state for reductions in property taxes, but I also know that almost every district has some sort of bond out there that they have to pay, and I think that District 38 is the only one that hasn't had some sort of detaboring measure. And so the other districts are not constrained by TABOR in this instance.
Yeah, and another kind of quick question to that. There's the property assessment that's taken place. That's what citizens are reacting to.
Correct.
But for these school districts that do have some measure of control, what is in the statement that was sent to residents is not necessarily what the school district will collect. So does that, it seems to me like that produces a lot of confusion.
That tax estimate obviously relied on last year's mill levies, and I think it was very misleading. The state required us through a bill last year to put that on there. And I don't know if that was part of the planning process for Proposition HH to scare people with that estimate. It certainly has. But we're missing the entire mill levy part of the equation, the true mill levies, which we're not going to know until December. I've talked to some residents of metro districts where the residents have actually taken over from the developer and control those districts, and they've already decided they're going to lower their mill levies. So hopefully other districts follow suit, and their revenues are still going to increase even with lower mill levies. I can't read the crystal ball to tell you guys what that's going to be, but I hope there's some common sense involved with these boards in deciding what their revenue should be in the coming year.
Yes, thank you.